right. Well, first of all, apologize for the voice. A little salt water. We're getting a little bit better, but every day in training camp obviously is of utmost importance. And today, I was really anxious to see our maturity as a football team. Obviously, yesterday wasn't up to our standard and our expectations. Wanted to see our players' approach. And everything in training camp is about your daily approach. And everything we talk about is about embracing it. And a lot of times when you go through training camp, you either endure it or you embrace it. And it's a long process. And I wanted to see how we would come out and compete. Obviously, the first day of full pads, a little bit of heat, practicing in the afternoon, in the sun, and I thought our players did a very good job. I thought they had a very good workmanlike approach. I liked their approach starting last night in the meetings. They understood yesterday wasn't up to our standard and our expectations, and I thought they took ownership in that. They owned it, and they bounced back. But again, everything is how you prepare. Everything is how you prepare yourself from a mental standpoint, from a physical standpoint, from the training room to rest and recovery to hydration to paying attention in the meetings, and then being able to take the classroom setting and apply it to the field. And we have a lot of installation going in right now. We've been extremely aggressive with the installation. And for the most part, I think our players are handling it, but we can never compromise on our style of play. And so to be able to put the pads on and tackle a little bit today, liked a lot of things that I saw. I was really particularly pleased with the running back position. I thought we ran the ball as a group with pad level, showed some burst and acceleration, so was very pleased there. But we have to get the most out of each and every day. And with a young football team, they have to understand the importance. Tomorrow we don't practice, but tomorrow is as important a day as today was, with lifting and meetings, installation, but also rest and recovery as well. So I'll answer any questions you may have. Everyone blows out the candidates at middle linebacker. Today's world of college football has changed. You play with two linebackers and you play with a nickel. It's not anywhere. I mean, it's going. I think the kids have done a really good job as a position group. There's a lot of individuals that are vying for that, for playing time. And we want to play a lot of players. And, you look at the linebacker position in general, a lot of your special teams are comprised of that position, and that's one of the positions we haven't had the luxury in the past of having special team performers in that group, and now we do. So we have some youngsters that are learning day by day, but their reps are minimal because you play with two linebackers, really. Nickel has become one of the most prominent positions in all of defensive football, but I've been pleased with the linebacker group as a whole.
But do you think that in the future that maybe the days of Jalen Reed, maybe those guys playing 80-plus snaps, those are hopefully over?
Yes.
Because of all this depth?
We do, and it's a cumulative effect, not only just through a long season, but football is year-round. It's a year-round sport. So from the winter to spring football to training camp, we chart all their repetitions. And we know in our conference it accumulates over time. So to answer your question, yes, we'd like to have great depth there where you feel comfortable. And everything about practice is you're earning the trust of the coaches and you're earning the trust of your peers. And you can't have mental errors. You have to be able to get lined up. You have to play fundamentally sound. You have to play with a hard edge with everything that you do. But I think our older players are really mentoring the young players, particularly at the linebacker position.
Anybody Cortez McDowell has sort of evolved his game and improved. Is there any way to get him and Jalen maybe on the field at the same time, or are you still just kind of rotating those two over?
No, they could get on. And really, Mike and Will, they're interchangeable for us. And so we expect our linebackers to know those positions. The challenge is when you face 21 personnel teams and with the Sam linebacker. And those are kind of becoming specialty players as well. But you could see them on the field together.
Something about the number of snaps with the defensive tackles. Will that go down this year? Do you feel better about the depth?
That's evolving. As we know, it's a line of scrimmage league. We have some youngsters that are very, very talented, but they're learning to play at a high level of collegiate football. And I've said it, we have to be very, very cautious that we don't place too many expectations on 17 to 18-year-old kids being in a college football program for the first time, playing in the Southeastern Conference. And I think a lot of times we look at the rankings and think that you just all of a sudden fix everything. They're just like our kids. They grow, they develop, they mature at a different pace. And we're going to be patient with them. And every day is a learning experience for them in everything. They're doing a good job with it, but we're in no way, shape ready for games yet. And we don't need to be. We just need to be 1% better. But that's still a very, very big area of concern right now.
Well, Kenny Bynum said he lost 15 pounds.
Yes.
How important was that for him, and how much of a difference do you find on him?
Very, very important. And Dustin, you can tell a difference. You can tell a major difference. He's athletic. I like Kenny's attitude. I like his leadership right now. He's very vocal. He's playing with confidence, and he looks quicker out there. And he's worked exceptionally hard, so we've been really, really pleased with him.
Has there been a play when you've really noticed that there's
Sideline to sideline, you know, being able to cover more ground. You know, and we have some running backs that can run a little bit, and he's been able to run a few of them down. So I think just his overall lateral movements is really where it's been most noticeable.
Which of your punters looked the first 5 practices?
Work in progress again, and what we're hunting there, what we're looking for is consistency. Consistency every day, from ball placement to operation time, in the specialty kicks with pooch kicks. Again, I see them developing, and again, it's 1% better, and I'm impatient, but I see the progress that they're making over a period of time right now.
Your thoughts on Vaughn's first day? I know everyone else is in pads and he's
Yeah.
not mostly, but thoughts on his first day?
I thought Vaughn did some good things. To his credit, he's in very good shape. You could tell just with the football endurance that he's worked at it. So we were able to get him routes on air and get him some mental repetitions, and then after practice get some more. So we'll know a little bit more when he's able to put the pads on and finish the acclimatization period. But for what I could see of the work that he got in today, I was very pleased with his endurance.
What was his retention about being away for nearly 4 months? What was his retention?
Yeah, good question. That's what I was waiting to see, was his recall. And it was very, very good. And Vaughn did a very good job of taking the mental reps that he needed, but also our players, you know, talking with him with the new things, the new install. But I thought Vaughn's recall and retention from the spring was very good.
You said you're aggressively installing. How much further along, like on the offensive side, are you this year than in the first couple of years?
The first couple way ahead, but we've stepped back, and we did not install today, and we will not install on Monday. So Sunday will be a catch-up day on video, and everything is about mastering plays and graduating to the next phase. And we don't want to be a designer offense where you just dibble and dabble. We want to be an offense that's based off of execution, and there's a lot that goes into it. So we were aggressive, but now we've kind of scaled back and really honing in on the fine details.
Coach, Josh Smith is a veteran guy, but because of injuries, you know, he's kind of battled a lot. How is, you know, he bounced back?
We've been pleased with Josh. Josh has done a very good job of working himself on the extra stretching, and you can tell a difference. He has a lot of confidence right now, and, you know, the retention of the offense, the recall, all that. So as of today, I think Josh is having a very, very good training camp.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.